Kayla, where you at? I need you. You're gonna have to film me. Try to be part of the wedding just as well. Well. All right, Al, can you hear me? Do a quick mic check. Can Al hear me? Is the mic on that? Al, can you hear me? I'm not hearing any sound coming through. I'm sorry, guys. If you can hear me, we're having extreme technical difficulty with our interconnection. That's why we're late to getting the show started. Al, can you hear me on here? Yes, you can hear me. I can't hear you. There's no audio coming out on my side at all. So I cannot hear you. So I don't know what the deal is with that. So anyways, I'm just going to talk. Anyhow, so everybody, welcome to another episode of The Gathering. This is part 3 of our Haunted Harvest event. We are coming to you live from the Nickerson Snead. This is our home haunt. And I do apologize for the technical difficulty. We've been trying to get the internet sorted out for the last 30 minutes. So it's been a little chaotic. So please bear with us if we have some technical difficulties tonight. But we are super excited to be here. We are conducting a public investigation tonight from our home haunt, and we're going to take you guys along and let you see some of the interactions and things the way that we do them. But tonight is a special night for us for several reasons. One, we're at our amazing home haunt, which is where we've captured some of the best paranormal evidence that we have ever seen in all of our travels right here. Even though we've traveled all over the country to some of the most haunted locations, the Nickerson Snead House in Glade Spring has given us some of the absolute best evidence that we've ever captured. But tonight we do have a very special guest with audio's back. Al, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
All right. So we do have a very special guest with us tonight. All the way from Pennsylvania is the lovely medium and our good friend Sky Ray. She's been down with us this whole week visiting. And Scott, why don't you tell everybody out there a little bit about Scott? You guys know Sky because she's actually been on our show before doing readings with our lead psychic, Rhonda. So Sky, go ahead and tell them about yourself, how they can follow you, and then I'll jump back in there with some more stuff from ours.
Hi everybody, medium Sky Ray. I just want to thank SRS Paranormal for inviting me to be a guest tonight so I can come to you guys live. I am psychic medium. I'm actually going to try to channel tonight and see what I can pick up in one of the really active rooms. Nobody told me anything. I haven't gotten any information. We're just going to we're going to wing it and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to do some channel writing and see what I can come up with and see if we can match some information and get some validations going on for later. And we also have some public event going on at the same time. So there's going to be a lot of interaction tonight, and I'm happy to see you guys. You can follow me on Facebook. It's Medium Sky Ray. All my handles are the same: Twitter, Instagram, and my website, www.mediumskyray.com. Go ahead and check it out. And if you guys have any questions, let us know. We want to get back with you and answer any questions that you have. And I'm excited tonight to see what we're going to bring through.
All right, so Rhonda, perfect timing. Oh, Rhonda's telling me to wait a minute. All right, so anyhow, let me tell you a little bit about us and what we do. So you guys that follow us regularly know that we do this show on Paranormal Warehouse, and we're a little off our script here because of some of these issues. We're getting some feedback now, but we host this show here on Paranormal Warehouse, or it's hosted for us on Paranormal Warehouse. But if you want to follow what SRS Paranormal is doing, when we're out in the field, at field locations, at different investigations, at Publix, you can follow us at SRS Paranormal Fans. You can also go to our website, www.srsparanormal.com. You can learn more about our team. You can go on the bio section, learn about our different members, and all of our public handles, all of our public profiles are all listed on those profiles. But this is our lead psychic medium. This is the fabulous Rhonda. This is my investigation partner when we're out in the field. We work together all the time, for about the last 5 years. She owns this fabulous place, so I thought we should introduce Rhonda, let her tell you a little bit about how people can come and share this place. So this is our home haunt because we're blessed to have Rhonda on our team. but you can book this place and come here and experience it for yourself. So if you can get a plane, train, automobile, or ship, get here and see it. So Rhonda, tell people how they can share this amazing location we have.
All you need to do is go onto the Nickerson Snead House Facebook page, send us a private message, tell us if you want an investigation, if you want a public or private, if you want a reading, if you want to attend one of our events. It's a great way to see what's going on.
So Rhonda, for our team, not only is she our lead psychic medium, she also does the spiritualist side of the investigating, and she's taught us how to do those Victorian era methods. That's where we merge the conventional, the psychic, and the spiritual, and we kind of cross-validate all three of those. So you're going to see a little bit of that tonight because we're going to have some spiritualist experiments. We're going to have some really cool ITC stuff because some of the best ITC captures I've ever had in my paranormal career have been right here in what we call the Red Room here. It is the most intense spot here. It's where the interactions are usually the most intense. That's all I can say because some people don't know a lot about the location. But we're going to bring you an experimental piece of equipment that you may not be too familiar with. It is called the Direct Link. If you've ever watched Ghost Adventures or Haunted Towns, which, by the way, the Ray Chasers do events up here. Those guys do come up here to Tennessee Ray Chasers. They do events here at the house because it is just that active. But that device, the ITT device, is unlike other spirit boxes because it actually scans 2,000 frequencies and it does them randomly versus your regular SB7, which does it 200 frequencies and is linear. So it's also unique because it uses the user's energy. So it gives us non-gifted people the opportunity to experience some of what psychics do. Because when you complete that connection, it literally creates a digital Ouija board. So it's called the IBC Direct Link, and it is a really cool piece of equipment. We just got ours. There's special order through J.W. Prather. He has to interview you and decide if you're right for which of his devices before he builds a Direct Link for you. But shout out to him because he does fantastic work. Definitely need to look him up at IBC Devices, J.W. Prather. So we're going to try that out tonight. You're going to see live, first time it's ever been used. So Al, I'm going to send it back to you. We're going to start getting the groups going and things set up. Al is going to dazzle you with his charming personality and quick wit. If you guys check out our Facebook, you will see that Al has an unusual relationship with his label maker. So
I do.
Yeah. So I got to give Al some grief about that. But Al, back to you over there in the other room there, so you can get everybody ready. Tell them go, answer questions.
All right.
We're going to set her spot, and we're going to figure out what we're doing. So thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back and forth throughout the night. Now you get to listen to Al.
Well,
are we off screen now?
You are now. This place, if you guys ever get the chance to come, it's an amazing location. It never disappoints us when we come here. We've gotten some of our, as Matt said, some of our best captures here ever. I hope everybody can hear me. If I'm having technical difficulties, let me know, but I think I'm on. I think everybody can hear me. I got to give a shout out to our friends, the Ghost Girls. Me and Rhonda got to go check out a interesting, to say the least, location today. We're going to be doing a collaboration with them in the future. So if you guys don't know who the Ghost Girls are, go check them out on their website. Awesome group of girls, all girl female team that they're from Ohio, and they come down to Tennessee about once a month. And so we got to go investigate, or not investigate, but we got to go check out that place today. It was insane. And I don't want to say a whole lot about it, but they have posted on their website about the location. So if you want to go check out the Ghost Girls, Also, we went to another historical location in our hometown of Kingsport. We're hoping to be able to get in. Well, actually, we got permission today to get in there and do an investigation. No teams have ever been in there, and we're honored to be the first group to be able to do that. So a lot of cool things going on. We've got some of our regular public investigations from Tipton Haynes lined up this month. Hopefully we'll be back at the Deary Inn in Bluntville next month. And also wanted to say, I hope she's watching, but our team member Christina couldn't be here tonight. She's actually down at Vanderbilt having some testing run, and we wish her the best, and we want to say we love her, Miss Christina. Wish she was here with us. And as soon as one of these groups get ready to do some experiments, I will click on them. If you guys can hear me when you're ready, give me a thumbs up. So we've got 3 cameras going. So we're going to do some different experiments throughout the house. Hopefully it'll be a cool experience for you guys. Sky, are you ready? Okay. We'll give them just a few more minutes to get set up. But do you guys have any questions about the house or anything? This house is located, we're 29 miles from the Tennessee border going up Interstate 81. So it's exit 29. It's called the Nickerson Snead House, Glade Spring, Virginia. So you guys check it out. Rhonda's awesome. She's written a book about the place. Hi, watching from the Philippines, Charleston, South Carolina. How you guys doing? We're glad you're here. Hopefully this is going to be a cool night. We've never done live investigations on StreamYard, so this is kind of a new to us. Dave, it's very, very important to be quiet. Dave Barry says, how important is it for the team to be quiet while conducting an experiment in the house? This house is very active. We hear footsteps constantly here. That's one of the big claims with this house. We've captured some disembodied voices here. We've captured a lot of EVPs, a lot of stuff on ITC. So yeah, the house is big, but the noise does travel. So each team will have to kind of give the other team, a chance to. Okay, Mary asked, how old is the house and what's the history? Well, this house was. I'm going to reference some things here because I don't know the history quite as well as Matt does, but it was built in 1779 by a man named Francis Kincannon, and it was a fort back in those days, and it was just basically a small portion of this house that you see here, and then it was. There goes Matt. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. So when he died in 1795, a man named Nickerson Snead bought the property, and he was a doctor, and it stayed in that family for many years. Actually, he's one of the resident haunts here, and the basement was actually used for a morgue in the Civil War. There's a college down the road named Emory and Henry. And once they filled up their morgue, they did bring bodies here and store them in the basement here. So needless to say, the basement has got a real creepy feeling to it. I don't like going down there, and you have to go down there to turn the lights on and off in this place. So, but you know, it's been a restaurant back in the day. It's been several things, and then Rhonda bought it. What year did Rhonda buy it?
2004.
2004. Rhonda bought it,
I don't know
and
if you
her
got anybody-
intentions.
You got. They went up to Betsy's room to do rods.
Okay.
So Rhonda should be on that screen down there whenever you want to bring her on.
Okay.
She should give you a thumbs up.
All right.
We're going to go down to the basement.
Okay.
We'll give you
You're
a
going
thumbs
to the
up.
basement.
Yep, I'm taking.
Oh,
3.
goodness.
Yeah. So tell them about the basement now. Tell them. all
I
about-
have already
All right,
told
cool.
them that it used to be a Civil War
That's where
morgue.
we're going.
So, all right. So, Rhonda, are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
All right, you're on.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to try to communicate with whoever's in here with the dowsing rods. Can you hear me over there?
Yeah, we can. It's a little muffled, but we can hear
I'm
you.
sorry. Actually, okay, so if you guys stand right back there, I'll stand way over here. Now maybe you can hear me a little bit. I'll take this off long enough to. Okay, so we can ask questions and cross for yes and open for no. And you see if you get the same thing I get. And you just hold them loosely and hold them by the handles. Don't actually touch the wire that moves. Yeah, and so we'll ask, is there anybody here that wants to communicate with us tonight? Please cross for yes. She's getting the same little tiny, oh, she's got hers first. Oh, there we go. Okay, so can you put them back to center, please? Go ahead and ask it some questions.
Oh goodness, you stumped me here. Is it okay that we're up here? Is it okay? Did you happen to know why it's so hot up here?
Okay, so let me explain a little bit what we're doing here. So what we're doing is, I don't know who's familiar with dowsing rods. I know a lot of people are, but a lot of people aren't. So the rods, obviously were originally used to douse for water, but we use them to communicate with the people who have passed on. And it's really easy. They, their energy flows through us and into the rods and gives us yes and no answers. So basically you just hold them straight. Hold your elbows into your ribs to keep your arms more steady and just ask yes and no questions. And it's like, yes, she's right. So, are there children here tonight? And sometimes it will point in the direction where there's a spirit standing.
Oh, that way you did that, it just completely just went straight over there when you said that.
So apparently it's liking our camera lady here. Sorry, Michelle, it's behind you.
And there's one over here apparently.
Are there children here tonight? Is this a male energy? Is there a female energy here tonight? We may have to take these to another room because we're not getting Just a little bit of movement.
I'm getting all sorts.
Ask the questions. Bring it to center. Make it go to center and then ask questions.
Do I tell it to go to center?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go to center. So is this your bedroom? Okay. Are you a little boy?
Have it go to center
Go
first.
to center, go to center. Okay. Are you a little boy?
My name's Matt. Could you please tell me your name?
Are you a little girl?
Doug? Hello, Doug. Can you hear me?
Are you an adult?
Doug, for validation, can you say my name? Speak slowly and loudly, please.
Maybe it doesn't have a camera.
So this is Betsy's room. So let's ask if it's
Okay.
Betsy.
Okay, back to center. Thank you.
My name's Matt.
Am I talking to Betsy? Okay, cool.
Are there any
Back to center.
Okay, back to center.
questions tonight? I want to come
Back to the center.
All the way back to center.
You can do it. Back to the center. Betsy, do you not like to take orders from people?
Probably not. She's the lady of the house. so-
Okay, well, it's your house, so I guess you do what you want to do, right?
So if you're here with us, can you use the rods and point to where you're at?
Hey, tonight, please don't be shy. This is your opportunity to speak. This is your chance to come forward and tell your story.
Use both rods and point to where you're at in the room if you're here.
Speak slowly for me. Right now, try to speak slower for me.
Is there,
Okay, that is crazy
Two.
right there.
are there two people here? I'm sorry, back to center.
Back to center.
We're not in my spirit
Back to
line.
the center, please. You don't mind. Could you go back to the center?
Okay, a minute won't go on to shut down.
Hey, Rhonda,
Yes.
can you sort of explain to the viewers who may not be familiar with dowsing rods what actually is happening? Because it's using your energy to cross the rods.
Right. It's using our energy. It's flowing through us and back out the rods to answer the questions. Yes and no questions.
And to be able to manipulate those, you could physically see somebody doing that. So it's not you're not manipulating them.
No, not as, if you can see that their hands are held still, you know they're not doing anything to it because it's
Right.
easy to see if somebody, you can see their hands move slightly because they're very easy to move. So if they make
Right.
the slightest move with their hand, you can see it and you know that they're manipulating the rod. So
Right.
it's easy to tell if somebody's manipulating them or
Yes.
if they're in fact actually
Right.
getting spirit communication.
Right.
Dr. Snead, are you
Okay,
here?
back to center.
Would you like us to go to another room? Cross for yes and apart for no.
I need some help. I hurt my hand. I need the doctor. Is the doctor in the house? He said they would do. I heard it in my bag. I was taught to. Can you look at my hand, Doc?
So you're okay with us being in here?
Tell me your name, please.
There it goes. It doesn't like the camera. Okay, go back to center. Was this your room, Betsy? Cross for yes and apart for no.
So John, if you're here, I need you to come forward and I need your help. I need any of my guys.
That looks like a yes.
Any of the enlightened beings that are with me.
I know what happened. I was thinking of a question. Are you the one that we always see in the window? It's that window.
I feel like there's a male presence. So I need
The rods are pointing to that window. Rhonda was thinking that question.
Give me your name, please.
But can you come back to center, please, so we can actually ask the question out loud?
Back to center.
Speak to us, it's okay.
It won't do, just shake it down.
Okay.
Shut up. I know it gets tiresome.
Yeah.
So,
Did you say yeah?
see in the window. Cross for yes. Open.
Is this Mike? Mike, my name is Matt. I'm trying to communicate with you. Are you down here in the basement tonight?
I think we've lost the audio.
If that's Josephine,
You hear-
you come forward. I
It's
know
cutting in and out.
I can feel your energy. Can you please communicate with me?
I think we're back.
Are you the lady in the window? Okay, gonna point to the
So what
window.
you
Okay.
said, can you say your name one more time for me?
Okay, back to center. So is Betsy the one in the window?
She is.
And is she really?
So it's pointing toward the window.
Hi, did you tell me what happened to you? Did you die in the battle?
Back to center.
Were you?
Then take the other back to center.
Do you want us to look out the window? Is there something we need to look at?
Mike, if you're here, I want you to continue to
Are you
communicate.
looking at something out the window?
How did you die?
Are you looking for somebody out the window when you are looking out the window? You're waiting for somebody to come?
I'll bring it up right now. Hey, Mike, are you still with me?
Hey guys, I'm gonna go to Matt in the basement. I think he's picking some stuff up.
Okay.
So I'll come back to you guys in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Hey Matt.
Hey, Al.
Yeah.
So we're down here in the basement where the bodies were in the Civil War. I just took my mask off so you guys can understand me. So we're using J.W. Prather's IDC device and got feeling energy down here and felt like maybe there was something here. I felt like maybe a male presence. So I asked if there was a male here and asked for a name. So we got the name Mike. So I'm gonna try to communicate with him again and see if he'll tell me the same story that he just told all of us. It's very relevant to what happened at this property. Mike, are you still here with us? Mike, can you speak louder, please? Mike, are you still here? Mike, if you're still here, I need you to communicate with us, please. You were telling us that you were a soldier. Did you guys hear that?
I heard yes. Yeah.
So, Mike, is this Mike? And guys, what I'm doing, I ask a question and I complete the circuit with my energy, okay? That's how these devices work. They don't work like a regular SP7. Mike, I need you to come forward and tell your story. This is your opportunity to tell everybody what happened to you. And you told us you were a soldier. Did you fight for the South or the North? All right, Michael, did you fight for the South? Yes or no? Did you fight for the North? No? Everybody here no?
Yeah.
Sounded like you said no. So did you fight for the South? Speak slowly and quiet. I know it takes a lot of energy. Did you die in the Battle of Saltville? Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you die near this property? Or this house? Yeah. How were you killed? How did you die? Can you tell us how you died? Gunfire? Did you say gunfire or were you shot? Yep. Mike, how old are you? Mike, I can still feel your energy down here with us. Were you one of the people that was stored down here when you died? Was your body kept in this morgue, in this cellar? Yep. Sorry, they said yep. I couldn't hear that one, but they said it was a yes. Mike, are you at peace where you are? If you guys will notice, I took my finger off for just a second. If you guys will notice, it's the same male voice that's answering it. It's the same vocal tones. But just to show you guys out there who are watching that this is not picking up random radio, even when I connect, listen, you'll hear nothing coming through the box. It's strictly the radio static just coming through, right? That's why his devices are unique, because they don't just pick up random radio. There's no internal antennas working on this. Now, yes, speakers create a short-range antenna, but we're in a cellar, and we're getting that kind of direct communication. Mike, I still feel like your presence is with us, so I'm going to ask, I know that we've had not only us, but other teams that have visited here have witnessed seeing someone that looks like a soldier. Is that you that people have seen? Again, I'm completing the circuit. Mike, is that you that people have seen?
I heard me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you the man that we see in gray that sometimes walks down the hall? Mike, you were young, weren't you, when you passed? Very young.
Yeah.
Were you about 19 or 20?
19. Did I hear 19?
19?
It sounded
Yeah,
like
I
it
kinda
did
feel like
not.
that's the age that I'm connecting with, is that you feel like you were in that age range. I hope you're at peace where you are, but I want to thank you for coming through and communicating with us. And you know that you're welcome to stay here, but you're also welcome to do what you need to do. So thank you for communicating with us.
Hey,
I'm
Matt.
going to go ahead and shut this down, and thank you for coming through. All right, what'd you say, Al? I'm sorry. I
Well,
couldn't hear you over your device.
Christina was going to ask about the American Confederate flag. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shut
Yeah.
the session down. I couldn't hear you. But no, I was feeling the male energy, this male presence. And again, I'm not psychic. I'm sensitive to energy. And I just had that feeling. So I really kind of tried to push the connection a little bit and actually try to get him to come forward. And he gave us his name and he told us he was a soldier and he was shot. So that's when we decided to go to you to bring us on screen. And I was glad to see we got the same validation. So
Yeah.
Al, could you guys hear the same responses we were hearing?
I can hear it coming through. Yes.
Absolutely. So you might want to check and see what everybody else has got going on. I just wanted to bring you a little sample of that. We're going to continue and see what else we can get. Check back. You have anything else going on?
Okay.
Check it out. And if not, you can jump back to us.
Well, I'm going to check in with Sky and see what she's got going on. Sky, can you hear me?
We're right here.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay.
Our phone's not working.
Well, it's coming through.
You can hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. We'll go up here and we'll talk to you.
Okay.
I'll let if you want to stand against the door, kind of what we talked about. We kind of came out of our room because it was really heavy and he didn't want us in there.
Oh,
So
was you in the red room?
yes.
Okay. That's my favorite room of the house.
Yeah, it didn't like us being there. So
That is
I'll
Dr.
get Sky on the
Sneader.
camera, and you guys she can talk.
Jennifer's asking, where are you all at tonight, or is it undisclosed? No, we are at our home house,
I'm shaking like I can't.
sorry, our home haunt in
Telephone
Nickerson Snead House, and it's in Glade Spring, Virginia. And you Ghost Girls are going to come join us when you come down for the weekend, when you come to the shrine. So, all right, Sky, we're ready.
Yeah. That's a little freaky up there.
Yeah.
So as soon as we went in there, I was directed to the right hand far corner of the room, and I definitely had some type of an energy, and it was like a black mist, and it was creeping. It was creeping along under the bed, around the edge of that room. And this poor girl is holding the camera for me. It's all around her.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sitting trying to channel, and I have three entities within this. There's the mass, that energy I saw, kind of like, I'm going to say the creeper thing. Okay.
Okay.
A prominent, dominant male. And then I had Betsy in the doorway watching us. She was kind of like behind me, guarding me. And he was really trying to intimidate us.
Yeah.
That's
We
Dr.
sat
Snead.
there, we were probably there for a couple of minutes, and we felt a cold spot. We felt the draft, and that was when I started seeing this thing come close to us.
Right. That is most likely Dr. Snead, and he does not like women.
What is it?
He does
Yeah.
not like women.
He doesn't like women. It's Dr. Snead, so he doesn't like women.
This is what I got.
Yeah. We could tell he didn't like us in there whatsoever.
He literally he was mad. I felt madness. That energy, that mass that creeps, it's a split. It's actually a physical part that's split from him, right?
Yeah.
It's its own energy. It's the hate. It's the. Was there something that happened? I was getting shown tremendous financial loss.
That's a very likely possibility.
This man broke mentally. I felt madness in there.
Right.
Absolute madness. I had a few names that came through, and I'm not sure how they're tied. That was Betsy.
Betsy's Dr. Snead's wife.
She was the one watching us and kind of directing us, and
she's known to do that. She watches. Yeah.
She was protecting us. She stood behind me.
Yeah, I could see her in the doorway.
Yeah. Making sure that she was okay. I had a David. And an Andrew, I believe.
An Andrew and a David.
And what I was getting with those were the management of filing the money, the financial loss. Something drove him nuts. He was not a nice person.
I don't think he was a very nice person.
Obviously.
And you know what they say, how you are in life is how you are in death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why he doesn't like us in his room very much. So.
Yeah, we had to get out of there.
Yeah.
We did an audio recording.
Okay.
So we will have that on file to go back through.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that we may have captured something
Yeah.
on photo and video in there.
Okay, cool.
So we'll just have to check it and analyze it. And
All right.
yeah, it was very just disturbing being in there.
Yeah.
All right.
That was probably the shortest time period I've ever sat in a room.
It's very uncomfortable in there. So yeah.
Yeah, very forceful. Did
Yeah.
not like it.
Very heavy.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. You guys got anything else you want me to check in with Rhonda?
Go back to Rhonda's good.
All right. We're going to check in with Rhonda. All right. You girls are on.
Okay, so now we've brought out the tipping tables. And this was used in the Victorian era a lot. They would use huge tables. There'd be, 10, 15, 20 people around these huge tables, tipping and levitating the tables. It works like a spirit board, but instead of the planchette moving, the table will tip back and forth. But you don't move it. You just lay your hands on it, barely lay your hands on it, and it will move itself. Sometimes it will go in a circle, sometimes it will move back and forth. Most of the time it tips. And it's
Some-
yes and no questions, just like the rods.
Sometimes it will chase you all around the room.
None the win. Did you get chased out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna do this. I'm sorry. You won't be able to hear the questions clearly because of the mask, but you'll be able to see the board or the table tip. Okay. So just lightly put your hands on it. And is anybody here that would like to communicate with us? If so, tip the table once for yes and twice for no. I don't think he said, but is trying to know. Is anyone here would like to speak with us tonight? Nope. Okay, it moves on the floor. We have done that. Tip once for yes and twice for no, please. You want to communicate with us? No. Okay, just tip, please. Don't move the table, because if you move the table, the legs break. Tip once for yes, twice for no. Let us know you're here.
All right, so I'm going to ask another question because I'm thinking about this, but it's going to be relevant. Who put the little house on the block here? Who put that organ?
Next question.
You know, it looks like you're, yeah. It looks like, it's like the planchette on the Ouija board. You think, oh, they're moving the table. Just like you think, oh, they're moving the planchette. Well, until you actually get on it and feel the table move under your hands, you won't believe it. It's a different experience. You used to have it, Michelle.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
It's totally different.
I mean, you just lightly put your hands on the table and it just moves, you know, yes or no questions.
Basically, your fingertips, right?
You lay your palms flat, just lightly lay your
Palms
palms
flat.
flat.
We're not gonna play that game. I always communicate with positive energy. So if you're a negative energy, you have no business communicating with us.
It's really hard on your back too.
Are there any kids here?
For that validation and protection. Is this one of my guys? Yeah. Bill, I don't think I met you yet, but I know you because I've had your name come through before in meditation. Bill, how are you connected to me?
Douglas, are you here tonight? What about Josephine? Are you here?
Protected by the love and light. We're protected by white light.
Definitely rocking a little bit.
Yeah.
I can see it rocking, yeah.
Bill, are you still
Sometimes
here?
it takes a little more energy to use the tipping table than it does the dowsing rods or the pendulum. So it's why it's so hard to get it.
Most of my energy is like in my back.
Yeah.
Trying to stay up.
It's hard to get it moving to start with. It takes a lot of energy to get it going.
Bill, are you still here?
Can you see us? Tip once for yes.
Bill, are you still with us? Bill, if you are, guys, I need your help connecting me with anybody that's associated with the property guy or anybody that has a message. You can also give the messages to our psychic station here or to our other team members, okay? So Bill needs to help me connect with anybody that might be on the property.
Can you try one more time? Do you want to communicate with us tonight? Please tip. And this room's touch and go. Sometimes we have activity in here and sometimes not. So.
Bill opportunity to talk to us.
I guess we're getting nothing with the table tonight, Al.
Okay. Well, you guys stand by. I'm going to check. I'm going to check with Matt and see what he's got going on.
You said Matt.
I did. Hold on. All right.
All right, you
We're
back with
checking
me?
in with Matt in the basement. He's had some stuff going on.
All right, so just as quick as we had the communication with Mike, that kind of broke and that energy kind of dissipated and it's gone now. It's like completely flat in here. So we're not feeling that energy like we were. But I wanted to show you guys something. There's this carving in a limestone rock, okay? And we speculate that it was probably done by the Mason children during the time that they were here. I've always felt like that's something maybe Douglas did. That was kind of my thing. Now, Rhonda might be able to answer that more definitively, and I've actually never asked her. But we were asking about this carving. So you can come back up here. So we were asking about the carving, and something interesting happened on the box, and it's something I want to point out about ITC research in general, and it's kind of a cautionary tale, right? Especially when we use a device like this that allows us to connect with our energy.
Okay.
I was asking if we could talk to Douglas or Josephine if they were here, and who drew the drawing. And this is being witnessed by the people here from the public. And we got I did, but it was an adult male voice, and that really didn't make a lot of sense. So at the same time, a completely separate voice said liar. So that could have been a guide or another spirit calling out the one that was trying to trick us. So you can't always take for gospel the communication you're getting. You got to use your intuition and trust your gut. Make sure that you're comfortable with what you're connecting with, and make sure that you're grounded, shielded, protected. Whatever protections you use is very important, because paranormal research can be dangerous. You can open the door to things that you don't want to, especially when we use devices that allow us to use our energy. So you really need to be cautious with that. But so that was interesting, and it just happened to happen. Other than that, we got a couple of other things. I got the name Bill, but it came through as saying it may have possibly been who stopped the person from saying liar. And then we did get my name for validation. It did say Matt. We were getting ready to go live with you again, or bring you back up live, but we lost the communication. It simply just kind of stopped.
Right.
We had Amber, one of our guests here. I hope you don't mind being on there. She actually was using the box for a little bit and tried to get some communication. So I'm going to ask you real quick, Amber, since I put you on the spot. I'm sorry. But there were periods of time, right, that there was nothing coming through the box?
Yes.
Until we made contact, right?
Yes.
So would you say that that's legitimate spirit communication?
Yeah, because there was point in times that we were just speaking and nothing was happening until we addressed what we were speaking to. So
Absolutely. So it was a really cool experience. How much time we got left? I hadn't even checked.
You got about 7.5 minutes.
7.5 minutes. All right. Does anybody else want to go on, and then I'll come up for a wrap up, because we're session.
Hold on, and I'll check in with Rhonda and see. And if not, why don't you go up to Dr. Snead's room and try that?
All right. We can go up there for a real quick session.
All right. We'll bring you back on. All right. Rhonda, you girls are on.
We're just chit-chatting here about this table.
Matt is going to bring the IDC device up to Dr. Snead's room to see if he can communicate up there.
Okay.
They did get some stuff in the basement. Scott, do you want to tell her the names you picked up on?
All right, Rhonda. So I had a few names, but the names that I was picking up were connected to financial issues. So I felt the madness of the man that was there. I also saw what is or has separated from a physical person during their lifetime. It's a mass, it's a blob, it's an energy, that's there. But he was definitely in there with us. So I got Betsy standing behind us in the doorway, watching us, protecting us as he's coming and showing himself. We got the cold spot. I got angry. I was getting upset, with the energy that I was picking up from him. And this Andrew and David came through because she was trying to tell the backstory. Definitely felt that the women were not welcome. He ran us out of there. We were lit up, mirroring each other on the same side as I saw this energy shift. I saw the energy shift and the blackness come out from behind her. So I actually had it video recorded. I took pictures, and then I have it documented on my actual recorder. So I'm pretty sure that we probably have something.
Okay.
We just have to review the evidence.
David Berry asked, can that negative energy that Matt was talking about, can it follow you? Absolutely, it can. But it's important when you come into these locations. We don't think there's anything here that's harmful or bad or dark. But when you do go into certain locations, you do need to ground and shield. That's very important. And actually, Sky helped me regain some of my energy that I'd lost today. So yeah, grounding and shielding, prayers if you believe in that. You know, everybody's different, but absolutely. So I think Matt's ready. So we're going to go back up to Matt. Do you have anything else, Rhonda, real quick?
No.
All right. Well, you guys go in and join Matt, and we'll go to Matt.
We're headed that way.
All right.
Al,
All right,
you
Matt.
got me?
Yep.
Al, you got me?
Yep.
Okay, I think you need to check the watch. I think we're out of time.
5 minutes.
Okay, I'm showing 8:59. So
Yeah, we are out of time.
All right, everybody, thank you for tuning into this episode of The Gathering. Jump on over to @SRS Paranormal Fans. In about 20 or so minutes, we'll go live again on our Facebook channel throughout the investigation. But everybody, thank you for tuning into The Gathering, and we'll catch you guys next week. Al, don't even cue the intro. Just kill it live.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye, guys.